Hey everyone, Steve Rodriguez here at the Buy Sell RX. Just wanted to try something today that I've never done before. I've been wanting to do this, and I just kind of thought, well, should I not? And I thought, well, what the heck? It's the end of the year, why not? So the point of this video is that it pays to follow Buy Sell RX on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Okay, so only people that are going to see this information are those of you that follow us on either Facebook or LinkedIn. So here we go. So I've got a listing right now, as is. Okay, once I've done all the add backs, I've done my valuation, done all the calculations. The pharmacy, the business itself, is selling for $4 a script. Okay, that's a phenomenal price. The only reason why we're selling it, we reduced the price to $4 a script, is because my seller wants to keep the pharmacy independent. He wants to sell the building, he wants to sell the business and his inventory, of course, but he wants to keep it independent. The business has been around for 50 years, and he wants to make sure it stays around. So I totally respect that, and that's what I'm doing. Because you and I both know, or you may not know, but I could take this to Walgreens. Walgreens would easily, in this market where this pharmacy's at, would easily give us more than $4 a script, without a doubt. But again, my seller wants to keep it independent, so that's what we're doing. Secondly, so as is, okay, at the price that we have it listed at, after you factor in the SBA fees, you factor in the debt service for paying for the building, the PITI, you factor in the pharmacy manager if you want to be an offsite absentee owner, this thing is cash flowing at about 35%. You get a 35% ROI, okay, as is, with what the business is doing right now. And you'd have a DSCR of between 1.25 and 1.3. So the thing totally cash flows. So here's the little insider information that I want to give you that, again, it pays to watch this. So I've been talking to a lot of so-called experienced pharmacy owners, and they've seen the financials, they've seen the tax returns, they've seen how I've calculated the EBITDA, they've seen all the data. So they're just looking at what I've given them, right? So as is, it cash flows, okay? Remember, I just told you, it already cash flows as is. But they're missing out on some major value add stuff. You remember whenever Elon bought, Twitter, X, and everybody said, oh my God, he overpaid for it. No, he didn't overpay for it. He knew what he was doing. He knew that there was a lot of fat that he could trim, and that would all go to the bottom line. Well, there's some opportunity in this listing right here, okay? What a lot of these experienced, so-called experienced owners have missed is, one, the business currently operates at 15% of sales on their labor cost. Okay, that number should be closer to 10. Okay, everybody knows that. That's the national standard. Get closer to 10. These guys are at 15%. So that means I estimate at a minimum, you can shave $50,000 in salaries just right off the top. Okay, right off the top, you can shave $50,000 off. There's some technology that's not being utilized. Okay, there's technology that's not being utilized that is there at the facility that could be used, and that could help with those employee and those labor costs. Okay. Secondly, this pharmacy, their current inventory turns are 10 turns a year. That means that there's too much inventory on the shelf. That means that there's lots of room for sending a lot of drugs back. Okay, so right off the bat, okay, you're looking at, you can return $50,000 worth of drug back to your wholesaler. Okay, just put in some order points and just have a tighter handle on the inventory. So with that said, as of right now, as it sits, the pharmacy is generating about $370,000 of SDE. Okay, that's what the sellers are taking. And so once you back out $100,000 for the mortgage, the PITI, and then you factor out $150,000 for a pharmacy manager, you're down to about $120,000 in EBITDA for debt service. So as it is, at $120,000, you're going to generate a 1.25 to 1.3 DSCR, and you're going to generate about a 35% ROI on your money. Okay, that's including Working capital, that includes paying for the building. That includes the SBA fees, everything, all in. I've already done the numbers. I'll show your banker. I'll show you, and you may be somebody that's already seen the data. Okay. So as is, it cash flows. If you add in that $50,000 in inventory savings, you add in $50,000 in labor cost. And again, people, this is being conservative. These are conservative numbers. That takes you to $220,000 in EBITDA for cash flow. So the loan service on this thing, you're looking at about $110,000 a year. You have $220,000 now of EBITDA. You've made your money back in a year. Okay, if you look at 10%, putting down 10% for your SBA loan, you've made your money back in a year. I mean, this is arguably an infinite return on your money. Okay, 100% minimum return on your investment, or it could be an infinite return. Okay, which is awesome. You're looking at a DSCR. You're looking at a DSCR well over 2. So what bank's not going to want to do that deal if you can show them that? Okay, now granted, yeah, this is these are these are, you would call it theoretical or whatever, but you look at the numbers and you see a pharmacy doing 10 turns a year, there's room for improvement there. A pharmacy that's doing 15% of sales is labor cost, hey, there's room for improvement there. So I think it's very safe to say that, hey, there's $100,000 right off the bat, okay, right off the top. You can just add that to the bottom line for debt service. So again, guys, it pays to watch our videos. It pays to follow us on LinkedIn and on Facebook and social media. But yeah, I just want to share this with you guys. But most importantly, I wanted to thank you all for following us. Thank you for a wonderful 2025. And BuySellRx wants to wish you guys a very happy and prosperous new year. Have a great 2026, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.